So hi, welcome to TWR Facebook Live. Um, I am here in Dharamsala in Norbu House. I wanted to also thank the Norbu House Hotel here, being very kind, letting me use office here to do the Facebook Live tonight. And also, as you all know, that the prayers, the preparation for cremation for His Holiness is going on, and I know that a number of our Bhajan Sangha worldwide are planning to come to India to Mary Monastery, and also a number of students from Ligmicha are coming. So I am looking forward to see you all, those who are coming to in Mary Monastery soon, and also on the 2nd of October, the day of cremation, we are having the Cyber Sangha, the Ligmicha International Sangha. Our President Rob will be making a little statement, and then also Geshe Dema and Marcy will be guiding practices on at the same time when the cremation will be happening in India. So I know that many people are preparing for this, so I would strongly recommend to all of you to attend this online the gathering for prayer for His Holiness. So so today's conversation is part of our the pith instruction of personal reflection of the Dzogchen. So I just wanted to say a few words about these all these different pith instructions that I have done few of them, and will continuously be doing that, just to say a little bit about that. So the pith instructions are not particularly coming out of one text or one type of teaching. So pith instructions are a little bit more really like a personal reflection, so that I as a practitioner, as a teacher, when I teach, people ask me questions, when I try to answer, when I reflecting on things, so there are many things. It's ongoing reflection in my own life, in my own practices, development, and so sometimes some of these the essential points that what I feel is important is what I would like trying to share, not entire teaching or text or anything like that. So something that I currently reflect things in life and experiences. These are some of things that I'm trying to share. But these pith instructions, for clearly, if you say, is it more related with a specific type of teaching, but not specific type of text, but I would say this is more related with the Dzogchen tradition of meditation. This is the great perfection, tradition of great perfection, because I really feel, and I see it. I have some experiences. I realize that the Dzogchen teaching, it's something very accessible, applicable. It's a current. It addresses a very collective society's issue. It is also a teaching that I think beyond tradition, culture, religion. So some sense, I think there's a more openness and inclusive from with all the traditions. So I think this is, one of the best points that I personally like about it. So therefore, the teaching is more based on the Dzogchen, I would say. And in the Dzogchen and the great perfection, the view, it's we say view is boundless. So that means no conditions. And the meditation is self-clear. That means it's more spontaneous. Experiences in life should be more spontaneous, not planned, with one's pain, fear, limitations, but able to be open to the moment, whatever gift and potentiality that moment offers in our life, which is far better than we plan, or we plan through our pain and fears, for example. And then whatever there's some sense of flexibility, the behavior, conduct comes out of it, usually that is much more successful, enlightening, productive than the behaviors which comes out of a plan, and specifically plan with the fear and hope, and so that is the very much based on this teaching. So, but particularly during this evening here, we are talking about realizing your potential by connecting to the source. So realizing your potential, connecting to the source, I think it is very, very important for all of us, because I truly believe that each one of us, if we look at very closely in our life, we have not yet arrived at that place. We are not even closer to that place where we can say, I have reached my highest aspect. I have connected to my highest aspect. I am seeing the world from my highest aspect. I am acting in the world from my highest aspect. Or I am, doing things from that place. No, I think we are not even close to that. So that means we have so much more to go in order to be in that place and live in that place and see from that place and act from that place, benefit from that place. So realizing your potential by connecting to the source. So connecting to the source, I think that's very, very important. So let's think about some examples in our life. Let's think about each one of us in our own life. For example, I feel sometime when I'm traveling around the world, teaching people, when I'm observing people, listening to people, it feels like sometime we are not fully responsible for ourselves. We are not fully self-responsible in our life. Something goes wrong in your life, something goes wrong in the community, in the society, in the country, and then immediately, collectively, individually, we target one person, we blame one individual, that it is a fault of that individual, either is the president of the country, or the president of the company, or is the director of a specific organization, or so on. So some sense of, or some in a smaller scale, individuals that even in your life, that something went wrong in your life, something you don't feel able to manifest fully in your life, then you totally blame something, for in some cases your parents, for example, some cases your sister, uncle, someone, basically someone other than yourself. There's someone out there seems like a fully responsible of your life, and they did not do what they're supposed to do. They messed it up your life. Now they have to be totally responsible. And of course, you don't think that way, but somehow where people behave, it looks like they kind of see that way, feel that way, they looks like they are acting like that. So in some sense, not saying I have to be responsible in my life and I need to focus in my life. I have the power to change course of my life. I wanted to make the decision. I wanted to not allow people to make decision for me. So some sense of really strong sense of empowering yourself, being in charge of your own life, and not allowing things for others to do, take advantage of things, or not even inviting, being open to it, something that you don't want. So being responsible for yourself, I think, so that is, I do feel, and sometimes it is important, because sometimes it seems like some people waste so much of their precious life, the precious moments of their life, by just simply blaming somebody. So much time has spent and thinking, repeating those thoughts, discussing with the people, complaining and blaming someone for your life, what happened in your life. So I think that is, I truly believe that it's a waste of time, very precious time. Instead, just take in charge, be responsible, make your own decision, move on direction that you wanted to move on. But of course, you need to be careful, whatever environment, people that you engage with. If you don't want to allow, no one can hurt you. If somebody does hurt you, you are partly responsible for being too open to that. And so, of course, some cases, some people might be very weak, but I'm talking in a general sense. I think we have to learn a little bit to be self-responsible. So the other thing is, I think, connecting to the source and realizing this potentiality, one's own potentiality, connecting to the source. I think it's somehow a very, very important part of the in our life. So, for example, sometime if you look at in your life, there is so much that you are potential. You have potentiality that you can be doing, that you can be developing, and you do have that power within you. And if you don't engage and waste so much time looking out and criticizing other people for your life, then I think that is definitely, it's a very, very good start. And sometimes we ourselves become obstacle for ourselves. For example, if you think that you're not capable, people say, I don't know, I'm not good enough, and I am not worth for this, I cannot do it, and I have never done it, and I even don't think about doing it, or something like that. So basically, limiting yourself, maybe that is the point, limiting yourself by yourself. If somebody else says you cannot do, that's a different story. And maybe you try it and you find the reality, you're facing the reality, you're facing the challenges, you're facing the obstacle, you're facing circumstances that is, you really feel it's difficult, then it's a different story. But when you have not opened yourself up, even you have not trying to be curious about something, even you have not trying to explore some possibility, you have not tried, and you just right from the beginning, you close to that dimension, that possibility, that infinite possibility, you say, I'm not worth, I'm not good, and that is like a very much like a being obstacle for yourself. I think many cases we become obstacle for ourselves. We are sometimes obstacle for ourselves. We are blockages of that infinite possibility in our life. And then and slightly something happened where somebody does something, then we immediately blame somebody else for that. I think so. What I'm trying to really make a point is, don't waste your time blaming somebody else. Be in charge, be responsible, and connect to your source, to yourself, and find and connect with that infinite possibility, and trust something inside yourself that you are capable of. And with that trust, explore new things. Try new things in your life. Not stuck in the same thing. Try new things. I don't know, new areas. Maybe learn new language, or trying to explore different possibility, music, poetry, art, different profession, different learning different things, exploring different interests, exploring your sense of self, and trying to live more fully, and just new things, exploring new things by not just exploring new things by just getting restless and trying to do something, but exploring new things in a sense of exploring your expansion of yourself. And when you have some sense of a boundless view or boundless a sense of self, at least less boundary than you used to be, then that you are expanding your sense of self. A self-perception is expanding than last year before. So your sense of self, the bottom line is, you ask question to yourself, am I expanding my sense of self this year from the last year or year before? If your sense of self is not expanding, then that's something you got to pay attention. Because if your sense of self is narrowing down, and if you feel more limitation, you feel more blocked, you feel more problematic, you feel the world is getting smaller, becoming more problem and obstacle for yourself, the direction is clearly not going right direction. But if your sense of self is expanding, like a view of Dzogchen, the boundless view, so expansion of self, expansion of view, expansion of interest, expansion of service, expansion of feeling the flexibility, feeling connecting with what you are capable of, and feeling some sense of more freedom within yourself. I think that is some sense of direction where you do want to move. So basically, not become obstacle or problem for yourself. You not becoming you yourself an obstacle for a problem to yourself. Trying to connect with your potentiality through your true source. Maybe just one thing, maybe it's important to remember, and I've been talking about that a little bit, about this sense of, there are people who might say, after hearing me, they would say, well, I've been trying so hard in my life, I'm not succeeding things that I wanted to succeed. Or I've been I want a great healing with my parents, and it is not happening the way I wish. I want to have some closure with some situation in my life. I'm trying so hard, it's not happening. I wanted to feel sense of peace in my life, and I'm working so hard and trying so hard, I'm not feeling that sense of peace. Also some sense of you're trying so hard to find something and you're not finding it. So that's core down, it comes to that place, you're trying so hard. So the point we're trying to raise here is recognize and rest, but not trying so hard. So this is I think it's very important to see, recognize, for example, right this very moment, if you look at in your life. So just for a moment, let's slow down. Take a deep breathing. Breathe it out. Any discomfort. reflect in your life. Observe all the challenge, effort, trying, and but feeling that you are not accomplishing, like a healing with somebody, resolving conflict with somebody, with the family members, friends. Just basically reflect and recognize the efforts that you put, too much effort that you put. So tell yourself, for now, for some time, I am going to rest. I recognize that I put too much effort from wrong place, not boundless place, not open place, not open enough place, but more from fear, more from pain, more from that expectations, trying too hard for too long, and it's not working. So now, for now, I recognize, and I will give permission to myself, I allow myself to take a break, to take a rest. Obviously, resting by connecting to stillness in your body, connecting to hearing and connecting, feeling the silence, basically connecting to your source, to yourself. When you're truly connecting to the source, to yourself, long enough, and when you become familiar with that space, sacred space, connected enough to that source, you will clear those efforts, those fear blockages, and gradually you will see and feel the potentiality, the possibility, the infinite possibility. And trusting yourself that you will be able to manifest from that infinite possibility, the space, infinite possibility space, which is far more than current life, far more the how you see yourself, far more than how you see the world, how you see the potentiality, how you connect with certain things, how you make decisions, how you act, how much you accomplish. Everything will change if you connect to that place. Just for a moment, reflect that and rest continuously. I will sing the Akarsale mantra for a few times. Just feel, rest in that meditation, connection to the source, and seeing the infinite possibility. far more than now. Trusting that. Okay. So I hope this short meditation is just a little taste. So I hope all of you somehow recognize a little bit how much we waste time. Just I'm trying to summarize here how much time we waste criticizing someone else for our life, what's not happening in our life, rather than taking in charge and being responsible and seeing your potentiality and trusting that and connecting with that and manifesting from there, and you know you can do it, but rather than wasting so much, not doing that and wasting so much time, so much precious time by just complaining somebody, even, you know, yeah, so there's no benefit of doing that. So we just, that's clear recognition. I hope that's clear recognition of that. And also a clear recognition of some things that we have been trying in our life with so much effort, so much effort. It's not 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. A pattern has been years, and in some cases in one specific things that expecting somebody to take care of you, or some changes should happen in someone, or somebody should apologize in you, or somebody should love you, or somebody should do something for you, waiting for something, or expecting something, getting angry at somebody, putting so much energy and effort for a long time. It's a time to recognize Just let it go, and not wait anymore, and not waste your time and energy expecting anymore. Let it go by recognizing, of course, how you let it go through three precious pills: stillness, silence, spaciousness, and doing that meditation, connecting to your source, who you are. And from that place, who you are, when you're trying to connect with who you are, more and more, I hope that your perception of yourself, or your sense of yourself, it is expecting a year by year, becoming a bigger and bigger, more open and less boundaries, and more freedom, and connecting more to that source to see your potentiality, trusting that potentiality, and trying to manifest something from there, something new, something fun, something for service, something for social change, but with that, from that place, with that trust, and with sense of flexibility, but not fighting, but more sense with peace, exploring yourself and the world and your capacity, your possibility. I hope that is your all happening in your life. So maybe the last thing I would just want to say is, as you know, I emphasize all of these quite a bit, again and again throughout my teachings, and I think one thing I realize, particularly sometime in the West, people their spiritual practice and their life, so their spiritual practice, their individuality or personal life, they're kind of parallel, but they're not connected. I have addressed this before, and people who do, especially like people who are practicing Dharma, following Buddhist teaching, following Dharma, and I think sometimes the teaching that you're trying to follow and your life are also not exactly connected to each other. They're not necessarily connected to each other. They are not necessarily helping each other. Rather, they are parallel and disconnected. And particularly, your personal life is not helping your spiritual practice. Your spiritual life is not helping your personal life. So they are kind of disconnected to each other. I think that is, I see it's really, really important. A true development should be connected. Personal growth should be connected to your spiritual growth. Spiritual growth should be connected with your social growth. Social growth means who you are in the society, and what you do in the society should have positive impact in the society, because your spiritual practices having impact on your personal life. So your spiritual life is helping your personal growth, and personal growth is impacting your surrounding, your environment, your social work, social connections. So in the end, somehow, some social contributions, changes in the society, I think that's absolutely needed to happen, and will happen without any doubt when they are internally connected. Personal, spiritual, and social growth, when they are connected to each other. So I think some sense of it's important to be aware that how they are connected to each other. And sometimes I don't mean the social doesn't mean something very big, but even sometimes within a family, how you are in your family should impact your spiritual practice. How you are in your spiritual practice should impact how you are with your family, your friends, and so on. So I think these, in the end of the day, that everything needed to be connected to each other, not be disconnected. And connection when they are connected to each other, then there is a growth, a true sense of growth, spiritual growth. Okay, so thank you very much, and so I hope that all of you will be gathering together on the Cyber Sangha on the second and cremation day with the Rinpoche International, I think, Facebook page, and then those who are coming, all our Sangha and Sangha members who are coming to Menre Monastery, I look forward to seeing you all there. As you all know, I am in Dharamsala right now, and since last time I came to India, as you all know, I'm fortunate enough to I feel this a true karmic connection that which sometimes you plan things does not happen. So able to visit His Holiness before he passed away, able to touch his feet, receive his blessings, and then I in the afternoon able to see him in meditation position and able to offer my prostrations and prayer, and I feel so lucky able to do that and spend a 5-day there. So then I was traveling a little bit, and I haven't, since I came to India since last time, I have not visited Singye, my son, yet. So, but I have not told him. So even I know that I'm sharing here in the Facebook, but I know he does not have access to the Facebook or internet in the school here. So my wife and me, we are going to visit him tomorrow. Surprise visit. He does not know I'm coming, and we are also cooking for there's about 30 kids in the school where he's living. We are offering dinner. We're preparing for dinner. We're going to cook and offer a dinner for all the kids, and little birthday. He's a 12-year-old, so a little birthday cake for him with all the kids that he is staying here with. So kind of I'm looking forward to see him. I haven't seen last 3 months, so tomorrow will be first time I'll be seeing him. And so thank you very much. Just a little bit personal story, and I look forward to see you all next week. Next week around the same time, but I will let on the Facebook, I will make the announcement, but it will be on Wednesday, same time. So I will make the announcement, but just same time. So we will do another Facebook Live next week. Okay? Thank you very much, and good night, everybody, or good morning. All my love and blessings.